can you say about Isko Moreno and how he led the council compared to his predecessors?
As I said, for the first time in the history of the city and the history of the city council, there's a super majority, meaning there's no two opposing camps, there's no real minority or majority, or there's no opposition. For the first time, the council is united and everybody is part of the vision of the city. And because Mayor Isko was a former councilor for 3 terms and a former vice mayor for 3 terms, so he knows how it feels to be a councilor, and he knows the ins and outs of the city council. And what he did was he talked to us, and maybe for the first 6 months, syempre, it was still two opposing camps. But come January 1 of 2020, he met with us and he told us if we can work together. And kami naman, we said, of course, he didn't have to convince us that much because we saw naman in the start of his term that he was really gung-ho in improving the city. And then, as I said earlier also, at least once a month, the mayor would meet with the councilors and he would update us and we would have an exchange of ideas and he would listen. He would take suggestions. And if it's a good one, he'll even adopt it and implement it. And then in the projects, in the inaugurations, or in some city events, majority of them, he would invite us councilors, especially if it's in this district, all the councilors of that district will be there with him. And kumbaga, we felt he included the councilors and we felt included. And I've been a councilor for 3 terms under 3 mayorships. And I can say this councilship, there's a word, this year, this term, was the most that I felt that I had a part in the governance of the city. And the council, Mayor Isko makes the councilors and the city council feel part and parcel in the governance of the city. And what can you ask for, diba? A mayor of Manila seeking you out, listening to your advice, and then updating you and including you in most of the policy and the implementation. That's the best, that's the best relationship between executive and legislative I can see in local government at least.
Was he good at parang lobbying people towards a certain cause, getting things done
Yeah,
as vice mayor?
yeah. Yorme, of course, he's a what do you call this? Is the word, parang, she's a charming person, diba? He's a yeah, he's a he knows how to find the soft spot or the kiliti of people, and if he sees the measure or the subject at hand to be important, he'll find ways to get that thing passed. And if it takes convincing, he'll do it. And then if there's mga counter arguments or counter what do you call this? Yung counter bargaining like that, negotiating, he'll do it necessary. But bottom line is he gets it done. But if there's mga pros, yung quid pro quo, it depends on what the demands are and what can be given, diba? But basically, there's no legislative measure that was needed that wasn't passed.